Hi students, and welcome back to 5 Steps for a Successful History Fair Project. I'm Tyler, and this is Step 5, Tell Your Story. In this video, we'll be talking about producing your actual history fair project and how it will be evaluated or judged. As always, be sure to visit our students page at www.chicagohistoryfair.org for more information on this part and every other part of the history fair process. So now that you've done all of your research and developed your historical argument, it's time to share your hard work with the world. There are 5 different categories of history fair projects, and you should choose the one that's going to allow you to communicate your argument most effectively. Exhibits should have plenty of visual sources and excellent concise writing because they're limited to only 500 student-composed words. You'll need to use design skills and creativity to make your exhibit easy to follow, and just like in a museum, your exhibit should really let those sources shine and kind of showcase those sources. You can do exhibits individually or in groups. Documentaries are 10-minute films, so you'll need to know or learn how to record and edit digital video. Your documentary will need a script and enough visual sources like photographs, maps, or video recordings to keep viewers engaged for the full 10 minutes. Documentaries are a great category if you're working with audio sources like an oral history interview or music. Documentaries can be done by individuals or in groups. Websites must be built in the National History Day website builder called NHD Web Central. You won't need to code, but you do need to be comfortable working on the computer. Websites let you choose your own design, and they can work well with a good mix of text, visual, and audio sources. Websites are also the only interactive category since your user needs to click through the different pages to see your whole site. Websites can also be done individually or in groups. Performances are 10-minute live presentations. They're great if you enjoy drama or theater or talking with the public. Performances work best when you have plenty of text sources to work with because your viewers won't have a chance to really look at your visual sources in depth as you're performing. Performances work best for topics that tell a clear story with clear characters involved, and you'll need to write a script and be comfortable practicing that. Performances can be done in groups or individually. Finally, papers contain between 1,500 and 2,500 total words, and they work best for topics that can be clearly explained in writing without visual sources. Integrating the evidence from your sources into your own writing in a way that's clear and flows well is a really important part of writing a history fair paper. Papers are the only project category that can only be completed by individuals. Groups are not allowed for papers. So those are the different project categories available to you. Be sure you pick the one for your project that best showcases your hard work and research. So no matter which of these categories you choose, every history fair project needs to include the following paperwork. First is a process paper. This is 500 words, so it's usually about a page or two that explains how you went about finding your topic, doing your research, and building your project. The process paper is a really important way for judges to learn about all the hard work that went into your project and tell the story behind it, how you chose your topic, etc. You'll also need a title page that just lists your name, project name, the word count of your project, the word count of your process paper, and some other info. If you're making a website, the home page of your website will take the place of this title page. So you don't need to make a separate title page. If you're doing a website, you just need to make sure all this information that belongs on the title page is on your home page. Both of these steps are fairly simple, but they're both really important. So we have a full explanation about how to make your process paper and title page on the student section of our website at www.chicagohistoryfair.org. So be sure to check those out and just make sure your project is 100% compliant with those. The other thing required for every project is, of course, your annotated bibliography. So your bibliography contains a citation of every source you used in making your project, whether you directly quote it in your project or not. Each source that you list also needs to include an annotation, which is just a quick note explaining how you use the source and how your source helped you to understand the topic. Your citations should follow either MLA or Chicago style, and your annotation should be no more than 2 or 3 sentences each. Again, our website at www.chicagohistoryfair.org has plenty of details about the annotated bibliography, so be sure to check that out. The last thing that we'll talk about today is evaluation or judging. Projects competing at the Chicago Metro History Fair regional contests are going to be viewed and judged by teams who are looking for the following elements in your project. We've got historical argument and its connection to the annual theme, wide research, primary sources, historical context, multiple perspectives, historical accuracy, significance in history, student voice, and presentation. I won't go into detail about those now, but it's a really good idea to look at the full evaluation forms, which you can find on our website, www.chicagohistoryfair.org, and see exactly what each of these sections means. You can also find project checklists, which will help you make sure that your project is 100% ready to compete. Be sure to check them and the evaluation forms out on the students page of our website, www.chicagohistoryfair.org. So that concludes our series, 5 Steps for a Successful History Fair Project. Thank you so much for watching, and have fun making history.